One Metro family is packing up for this week, a trip to Akron, Ohio.
And they're going to the International Soapbox Derby Championships. Fox 4's Kevin Berry is live with why this trip was 35 years in the making.
12-year-old Brenna Kilby has been seriously soapbox derby racing for about a year now, and already she's one of the fastest in the nation.
A lot of how you will do in a race is because of your attitude.
Which means Brenna's attitude must be pretty good.
She has done an amazing job. She's top 18 cars in the country right now.
Mom Dawn is never far away while Brenna's been racing and winning enough to earn a trip to the International Soapbox Derby Championship next week. Dawn helps with the car and as the interpreter between daughter and dad.
On one hand, it's trying to talk to my husband to work through how to talk to a girl of that age. And on the other hand, it's talking to my daughter to say, this is what your dad is frustrated about right now, or this is what he's saying you're doing really good.
Brenna's dad, John Kilby, would know. In 1988, he also earned a trip to the International Championships in Akron, where he placed 7th.
Back then, you built the cars basically from scratch.
For him, soapbox derby racing helped him bond with his dad and 2 younger brothers, mostly beating them down the hill, but always building memories.
Just growing up doing that, we traveled a lot, and you got to spend a lot of one-on-one time.
3.5 decades later, Dad has moved from racer to mechanic and coach.
When I was younger, I never really wanted to listen to anything that he had to say.
Hardly unique for an almost teenager, but soapbox derby racing gives them a way to connect anyway.
We walk down the track and we see where I'm supposed to drive that day.
They talk about what parts of the track are rough, what parts will give Brenna a faster time, and how to steer a fiberglass tube going roughly 30 miles an hour with fractions of seconds making the difference between winning and going home.
And it kind of freaks you out sometimes, so you're like, that for the rest of the track.
But through the stress are also the countless small moments they might not have had otherwise.
For us to have that time together as a family is really awesome for us.
And lets John know what it might have been like to have been in his own dad's position all those years ago.
I probably owe him a few apologies.
So now the Kilby family is packing up this week. They head out at the end of the week, and Brenna will race next week. We have all the information about where you can catch some of those races broadcast on YouTube from Akron, John and Bria on our website, fox4kc.com.
Kevin Berry live for us tonight. Kevin, thanks.
Good father-daughter activity,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, that was
very
super
cool.
sweet.
Yeah.
And Brianna actually got her start at the Kansas City Soapbox Derby track, which is around the Eastwood Hills neighborhood.
And that's where Ryan Bueller is the race director, trying to get more kids racing soapbox derby cars. The Kansas City organization has cars that beginners can try out and open races so they can see what it's like to race down that track.
This is a STEM-based organization. This is all STEM. It's about the physics. More importantly, it's family-oriented.
Yeah, as we just saw, that is so true. Ryan also qualified to race in Akron in 1986, and his son won the International Championship in 2021. And if you're wondering about the Soapbox Derby name, the original vehicles consisted of soap crates built on top of roller skates. There you go,
Wow.
Joe. What your weather app won't tell you.
That's
or
pretty
news
cool.
app or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.